Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Blevin Robinson with West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and today's video, bacon cheeseburger soup. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you're interested in learning how to cook authentic Cajun cuisine, comfort food, and just about anything for that matter, then you come to the right place. Click the subscription button, then notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now today's video is a bacon cheeseburger soup. Now that might sound kind of odd to some of you and delicious to others. And what it is it's a soup that has ground beef, bacon, and cheese in it. Now the potatoes that we're going to put in it kind of represent the bun of the bacon cheeseburger. And we're also going to do, your normal soup stuff, some carrot and celery and onion. It's going to be delicious, trust me. Now, my family and I, we have this quite often during the winter, especially during the times where we're feeling under the weather. This is a perfect soup for those times. And hey, look, I know it's April, but there's still people dealing with all the snow and the cold out there, so a nice warm bowl of soup might do you good. And there's still flu season and also that other nastiness that's going on out there right now. And I'm not going to say what it is just to, respect the guidelines of YouTube right now, because they're kind of funny about people mentioning the issues that we're all going through at the moment. So, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So this soup is a perfect recipe for people that just feel like crap right now. And I just wanted to bring this to you guys because it really comforts my family, and I'm hoping that it'll do the same to yours. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the recipe, then we'll get to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make it. Okay, here is the recipe. Now you can go ahead and take a screenshot here, or if you look down in the description box below, I'll have it there. And also, I will eventually be updating the westcoastcajun.com website, and you can find it there as well. Alright, I started off by taking a 12-quart stock pot, and I put it up on a medium heat, and now I'm going to crisp my bacon. I want to make sure I get this bacon nice and crispy because we are going to put it into the soup later on, and I don't want it to get all soggy and nasty. So this is what I want my bacon to look like, and now what I'm going to do is remove it, strain all the grease out of it, and then we're going to start on our ground beef. Now once I get the ground beef in there, we're going to brown it a little bit, and then I'm going to season it. I want to make sure my meat is nice and well seasoned. And so once I put the seasoning in there, we're going to cook it for maybe another 5 minutes, and then we will remove it, strain it, and then start on the vegetables. Alright, so now that we have our ground beef set aside, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil to this pot, and then we're going to add the vegetables. And once we get the vegetables in there, we're just going to give it a quick mix. We want to go ahead and saute these vegetables for about 5 minutes or so. Just want to soften them up a little bit. And then after about 5 minutes, we're going to add our minced garlic. Now once we get the garlic in there, we're just going to give it a mix, and we're going to saute this for another 3 minutes or so. Let that garlic go ahead and cook down a little bit, let these vegetables get a little softer, and then we'll move on to the stock. Now I'm using beef stock here. You can use chicken, it doesn't matter. It comes out delicious either way. I just happen to have beef stock on hand at the moment. Now the brand of stock that you're going to use, if you're not using homemade, makes a huge difference. I've been turned on to this better than bouillon, and I haven't used anything since because it is actually that good, and it does make that big of a difference. Now we're just going to give this a nice mix, make sure everything's well incorporated, and then we're going to season this. Alright, so once we season it, yet again, go ahead and give it a mix. Now what we want to do is bring this up to temperature, bring this up to a nice hard simmer, and then we're going to add the potato. All right, and once we get the potatoes in there, go ahead and give it a nice mix. And then what we want to do is cook these potatoes for probably about 5 to 10 minutes, and we want to start checking them, okay? The thing is you don't want mashed potatoes. You want them cooked, but you still want a little bit of texture. So after about 5-10 minutes or so, I'm going to start checking these potatoes. And right now, they're almost done. They probably need another 5 minutes, but that's perfect. That's exactly what we want, because this is the time that we want to start adding the rest of the ingredients back to the soup. So we're going to start off with the ground beef. We're going to get that in there. And then once we get the ground beef in there, we'll add the bacon. All right. Now once we get the bacon in there, we're going to make sure this is all mixed together quite nice. Just get it mixed well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in and add the sour cream and milk. And what I did was I took the sour cream and milk, put it in this container, mixed it, and then added it to the soup. All right, that way you can kind of break up that sour cream a little bit because it comes out kind of thick. So now that we have that in there, what we want to do is give it a good mix and then bring it back up to a nice rolling simmer, light boil here. And now we're going to add the cheese. And I have a triple cheddar blend here, and we're just going to add a little bit. Then we'll give it a nice mix, make sure it's melted, and then repeat that process until we have used all the cheese. Now the only thing left to do is to plate this up. You can go ahead and finish it off with a little bit of freshly chopped parsley, maybe some green onion, and enjoy. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Bacon cheeseburger soup. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. Now, next week's video, man, I'm going to bring to you my take on crawfish bread. If you don't know what crawfish bread is, let me tell you something. You definitely want to go ahead and make sure, if you haven't already, click that subscription button, that notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you do know what crawfish bread is, you know next week's going to be a damn good video. Listen, I appreciate you being here. And while you're here, go ahead and check out one of the other videos on the channel, and I'll see you there.